the island of St. Lucia while they were getting ready to leave port on their boat. They were attacked, and he defended her, and he was killed. That was number 3. Number 4 is a 21-year-old Missouri man who just happened to be HIV positive videotapes himself having sex with 31 other people and was intentionally not making the other people aware that he had the disease. So he was intentionally spreading HIV among other people. The partners did not know, and he turned over the videotape to the authorities, and he is now in custody. So he intentionally infected 31 other people with HIV and is now in custody. All I can say about that is that's sick and utterly disgusting. So why you would do that to someone, or much less 31 people, I don't know. I'm assuming the filming was so that he had proof that he did it. He must be just mad at himself, or mad at the world because he got it, I guess. So it sucks. We hope that the other people find a way to fight that. Let's see. A Pennsylvania man had a warrant issued for his arrest and wanted posters printed up by the local sheriff's department. And within 3 minutes of the sheriff's department putting his wanted poster on their website, this super genius copied and pasted the wanted poster onto his own Facebook page. Of course, he was promptly arrested under the warrant, as he should have been. So, way to go, genius criminal. That's number 5. So, what else? Moving on, the world's oldest cancer has been traced to a dog that lived 11,000 years ago. Now, this is a canine cancer. It is not a human cancer. But this particular cancer was referred to as canine transmissible venereal tumor. It's extremely rare, and it was spread during mating. It is only one of 2 known diseases where cancer cells from one animal can affect another in terms of being transmissible. The other just happens to be a disease that occurs in Tasmanian devils. They get cancer on their face, and when they fight with each other, the cancer spreads from one Tasmanian devil to the other, and it is one of the causes attributed to the potential demise and extinction of that species. Moving on, Friday, this last Friday, in an amazing story as far as I'm concerned, at some point on Friday, in all 50 states of the United States, including Hawaii and Florida and way down south in Texas, all 50 states at some point at the same time, the temperature was below freezing in all 50 states at the same time. I don't believe this has ever happened before. I thought that was a pretty amazing scientific and a weather-related fact and anomaly. So that's pretty cool. I was looking up the Indiana State Police's website the other day, and I happened to scroll across something via Twitter that they posted. It was the Indiana State Police listing of the number of clandestine lab incidents that occurred in Indiana in 2013. Now, this is only in Indiana. It is for the entire year of 2013, and it is any incident in which the Indiana State Police had to be called out for some type of clandestine lab incident, whether it be a meth lab or some type of related lab to that. There were 1,721 clandestine lab incidents in Indiana alone in 2013. That's crazy. So now we know why there are so many drugs out there. Apple, I don't know if any of you guys use Apple products, iPhone. This particular thing I'm about to talk about happened to me on my iPhone. It is a result of iOS 7 update on the iPhone. It's called the black or / white screen of death. The screen turns all white at first, which happened to me. It looks like it does when the phone is shutting off, but it just stays white. The power buttons don't work. None of the other buttons work, and it just stays white. In my particular case, it stayed white for about 5 minutes. Then it switched to black. The phone still would do nothing. And I guess I was fortunate because about 10 or 15 minutes later, the phone actually shut itself off. And when I turned it back on, my phone was fine. Apple is promising a fix for this bug in their iOS 7 software update, so let's hope they come through with that. The Huffington Post, via Reuters, tweeted something interesting. They are saying that U.S. military personnel are now going to be allowed to wear turbans, headscarves, yarmulkes, and other religious-related clothing with and incorporated into their uniforms. That's, I think, pretty cool. The U.S. military has said that they will accommodate these expressions if they are expressions of sincerely held beliefs. I mean, so basically they're saying that someone can't just be jerking around. They actually have to have some sincerely held religious and cultural beliefs, and if they do, they will let them wear these items and accommodate them, unless it affects unit readiness or unit cohesion in any way. This applies to all religions from, Catholicism to Hinduism to Buddhism, Islam, and they also mentioned that it could apply to religions like the Wiccan religion and other alternative religions as well. So that's pretty interesting. I'm curious to see how that's going to pan out for the military. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one. International news. Moving on. USA Today says that there were 4 explosions that rocked the city of Cairo, killing 6 people last Friday. One of those explosions happened at police headquarters, which killed 4 out of the 6 people. This all happened on the eve of the 3-year anniversary of the revolution that toppled the leadership of dictator Hosni Mubarak. So is obviously some type of retaliation for that revolutionary act. The second and third bombs exploded in Dokai and Giza. I believe there were no casualties in Dokai, but Giza, I believe there was 1 casualty there. And the fourth bomb exploded on a road and hit a security force in Egypt, and that explosion resulted in 1 death. Moving on, the southern Sudan has agreed to a cessation of hostilities. followed by the signing of an agreement to cease those hostilities. So let's hope that continues. There's been fighting going on there for a long time, and we'll hope that that stays that way, and we'll keep an eye on that story for you too. Kind of science related, but less than the mainstream. 11-foot giant squid was caught in Japan. It was caught alive, and much as they do with the massive number of whales that they murder every year, they're making up the excuse that they're going to use it for experiments. There's plenty of dead giant squids caught around the world. You don't need to experiment on. You don't need to take a live one and kill it to experiment on it. They're basically going to take the meat and the parts and use it and sell it just like they do with the whales, and use the excuse that they're going to do it for scientific research. And of course, that's obviously my opinion. It is the opinion of many other environmentally conscious people around the world. And I know many of us are frustrated, especially as far as the whales are concerned. Why? Since what they're doing is clear violation of international law, why no other country steps in to try to stop them. So we may make an entire segment out of that next time and get further into that, but I just wanted to let you guys know about the giant squid they caught alive that they're going to kill. We all know about the age-old debate of who created the internet. Well, Pope Francis says that he has solved that problem and put an end to the debate. He says that the internet was a gift from God. So God created the internet, and that is that. The Associated Press says that police in India are reporting that village elders at the village Sabulpur village, the village elders there ordered the gang rape of a young 20-year-old woman simply because she fell in love with a man from a different religion. This happened last Monday night, probably 2 Mondays ago now. And yes, she was gang raped by a group of men from her own village because she fell in love with somebody that was of a different religion than her. So those of us who think that we have it hard here and that think we deal with odd social issues, try to keep in mind and think about those kind of things, and remember what goes on in these other countries. I'm going to break this. We're going to move on to the question of the week, followed by the movie of the week, and a Clash of Clans update and Candle Castle update shortly. But I'm going to break this up with another song. It's one of my favorites. I actually heard this song originally in a X-Files episode, and I fell in love with it. It is by Moby, and it's called "The Sky Is Broken." So here's that song for you now.
See, the storm is broken in the middle of the night. Nothing left here for me. It's washed away. The rain pushes the buildings aside. The sky turns black. The sky, wash it far. Push it out to sea. Nothing left here for me. I watch it lift up to the sky. I watch it crush me.